Okay, this is 252 Pop Fiction. You get all the news and reviews and pop culture that's right to type. Today's top story. Naya Rivera, who played Santana Lopez on the musical show Glee, disappeared while boating with her 4-year-old son. Authorities continued searching for her until her body was eventually found.
This was a sad one.
It was a sad one, and one of the things that I read, and I could be slightly wrong on this one, but I guess the only information they got was from the 4-year-old who said in as much as he could, it was mommy had me and put me in the boat.
She saved the kid's life.
So her last thing she did was with I guess the current got too strong or whatever, and they were out there in the lake.
Yeah,
swimming, and she took with her last bit of energy, she took and was able to throw her son into the boat, which eventually I think the 4-year-old ended up taking a nap, because who knows how long he was on the boat until
the authorities arrived.
It's
sad. Very sad.
33 years old.
And I'm hearing there's a Glee curse. So many
there
people
is.
have been.
Do you have to watch the Glee show to get the Glee curse? Because I have not watched it.
I've never watched it either.
I have watched the show. And yes, there was a guy, one guy died of an overdose, another one was sent to prison for kitty porn. Another one became the Flash, so sometimes
they're
it
not
works
all
out.
bad. Pray for the family.
Just days after former game show host Chuck Woolery accused medical professionals and Democrats of lying about the virus in an effort to hurt the economy and the president's re-election chances, announced that his son has tested positive for COVID-19.
I've never seen a faster retraction. I saw the two tweets back to back.
It was literally like Monday, he was like, "This is trash." Wednesday, "This is real." This is real, son.
Yeah, and his hair didn't even get bust up.
It was almost like he said a tweet and it was like, "We'll be back in 2
minutes. We'll be back to the statement I just made."
The statement I just made was that was weird. And it was one of those things too, because when I first saw it, it was almost like, oh, come on, Chuck Woolery.
I'm saying.
He's
probably been a Republican for a long time.
Yeah, but still, everybody's lying, and now your son got it. No, yeah.
Just because you're a Republican doesn't mean you have to be stupid. You don't have to listen to the nonsense.
In this day and age.
No, I wouldn't even say it's a Republican Democrat thing.
Yeah,
it's
would
just
be in the minority.
It's Trump and his cronies and the entire rest of the world of facts.
We are not a political show.
We're not a political show.
I stand by my choice.
Knock it off, Kurt.
I'm trying to be impartial.
It's tough though, man.
It's very hard to be impartial.
I mean, at the end of the day, this is trash, and we really thought we was gonna be shut down by now. I don't even know why we're still been able to do this.
Hey, man, they've shut down all the essential businesses, or non-essential, and we are essential.
Yes. Apparently.
Javicia Leslie, apologies if I got that incorrect, the new Batwoman replaces Ruby Rose on the CW superhero series. Maybe that should be superhero led. Nah, superhero. She's quoted as saying, "Extremely proud to be the first black actress to play the iconic role of Batwoman on TV." That's awesome. I mean, DC doing big things, man.
I would have to say, when it comes to being diverse, DC has been holding it down, where even though I love Marvel, but even Anthony Mackie just recently was coming out man, y'all is y'all can spread the love a little bit. Yeah. Because he said, how come when we did Black Panther, there was a black director, a black screenwriter, a black grip, a black best boy? They was like, come on. Why? Just because Black Panther, now all these black folks can work?
Yeah. Make sure your wiring is done by the proper race. So best boy is an electrician.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, you gotta have power.
But he couldn't work on Ms. Marvel though.
No, I'm just saying. I would have to say, going back to what I was saying though, DC, as far as their TV, film division, comic books, and everything, they've more than dipped their toe in the culturally diverse world. They cannonball dived in it and is just doing a lot of things. And I think on one sense, I can see where people get upset when those iconic characters change, but those C and D level characters, when they change those up, like nobody cares.
Yeah, remember?
If they do a good job, I'm gonna love it. You know?
Yeah,
They do a good job. Like Nick Fury, I've always said that. Was it Josh Brolin? He looks exactly like me as a persona, but I love Sam Jackson. He was great.
Sam Jackson.
He was great. I always thought, who would you choose as Nick Fury? I'd probably choose Josh Brolin.
I've said this more than once. There is an entire now generation of people who thinks Nick Fury is just
the original black, and they're like, "Hey,
that's okay.
We're not diverse."
Yeah, when they see the other guy, they're like, "Why? How the hell was David Hasselhoff Nick Fury?"
But see, I still ask that question today.
How the hell was David?
Well, you always ask, how does he have a career?
Yeah.
This week's review, The Old Guard, a group of mercenaries, all centuries-old immortals with the ability to heal themselves, discover someone is on to their secret, and they must fight to protect their freedom. Excuse me. This is one starring Charlize Theron. Not only is she starring in it, her production company is behind it. It dropped on Netflix. About time you watched this. It probably been like 3 weeks ago. But I loved it. I didn't know, even when I saw it, I didn't know at the time that it was a graphic novel.
Ooh.
And I actually just found out today that the writer of that graphic novel also wrote the screenplay for the movie, which is something that very rarely never ever happens, that the actual comic book writer writes the screenplay.
I couldn't name a single movie. I mean, they've had collaborations.
I want to say Chris Claremont did X2.
Did he?
No.
You want to say
that's a bad thing. X2 was one of the better ones.
X2 was like the better one.
It was one of the better ones.
Yes. X3, not so much.
In Donald Trump news. No, I'm kidding. Ralphie D recommends Den of Thieves. Nick O'Brien is the hard-drinking leader of the Regulators!
Round up.
An elite unit of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. Ray Merriman is the recently paroled leader of the Outlaws, gang of ex-military men who use their expertise and tactical skills to evade the law. O'Brien, Merriman, and their crews soon find themselves on a direct collision course as the criminals hatch an elaborate plan for a seemingly impossible heist, the city's Federal Reserve Bank. I like this movie, starring O'Shea Jackson Jr.
I don't know if it was starring him, but I definitely know he was in it. I caught this movie a couple months ago.
As did I.
I was a couple months ago. I was in a hotel and I was traveling from Florida, and it was on. Mm-hmm. And I caught it from one point to the end. So the only thing I actually saw was the heist.
Oh yeah,
I didn't see
Gerard Butler.
No, I haven't seen it. That's odd though. There's a real biker gang called the Outlaws. They're the arch enemies of the Hells Angels. They've been around. Is it them?
I thought that was the Mongol.
No, the Outlaws.
The Mongols
really?
Shows 2 pistons on their logo. They've been around for a long time.
Well, this movie has Gerard Butler, 50 Cent, Meadow Williams, and some other people. I don't know these people.
I was thinking like Metal Lark.
No, wait, what?
Metal Lark.
Metal Lark. No,
Metal Lark. No, Lemon. I thought he was dead.
Anyway, it's a pretty good watch. It's over 2 hours long, which is a real commitment to me. If you can't bust something out in 97 minutes max, I'm looking at 93 minutes. You can tell a concise story, get in and get out. But they did have some good set pieces, and I thought it was pretty good. I'm Ralphie D, and that's news to me.
I'm Kuwata Kurt. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Oh, we'd like to hear what you think. Leave us a comment down below and let your opinion be heard.
And if you like this video, please check out the other videos on our channel, like This Weekend and Retro Recast.
I'm JD. I'd like to give a shout out to those local comic book stores. Buy those comics. Yeah. And this is 252 Pop Fiction, where you hear it first.
Adonis, pull yourself together.